Hey guys, the Explorer 4 here. Welcome back to some more videos. Doing something a little bit different. As you guys can tell, lately with my recent videos, I've been doing a little bit of different stuff, experimenting, seeing what works, what doesn't work. And I wanted to go a bit old school for this video and do something a little bit traditional. Just me talking to you guys here on the camera. I'm not going to be doing tons and tons of editing and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure the audio is going to sound kind of echoey and distant. I'm going to definitely try and look for, in the future, some kind of audio equipment I can get to work with this camera. Believe it or not, I'm using my phone. Maybe you can tell, maybe you can't, I don't know, but I figured this would be a much easier way to edit since I have an editing software on my phone and not my computer. But also it'd be a lot easier to upload because for some reason to take a video to upload on my phone takes about an hour depending on what kind of video it is, how long it is, and stuff like that. Versus my computer, it takes several hours. So, point is, there's a lot of reasons why I'm doing this. You're probably going to be seeing some changes here and there, randomized styles to the video, just seeing what works, what doesn't work, just letting you guys know about that. But also, this is going to be a bit of a different collection update video because not only do I have new Blu-rays, DVDs, 4Ks, all that to show you guys today. This is a bit different. I actually was sent some custom artwork from a very, very good friend of mine, Sasha, aka The Sexy Monkey. I'll be leaving a link to his channel in the description below. Very, very good friend of mine. Very nice guy, has always been really cool to me, and I've known about this hobby that he's done for a while. He's always been making really cool slip covers and sleeves. And one day he offered to send me some and I was like, sure. So he sent me some custom artwork. I wasn't sure if he wanted me to show these on video or not at first because I didn't know if he wanted to keep it real low key or if he wanted to advertise it or anything like that. But he did say, he did give me permission. He was like, yeah, go ahead and make a video and throw that in there and, you know, show these off if you want. I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. So the first part of this video, I'll be showing sort of what he sent me, all of the custom sleeves, custom slip covers, and for the most part, especially when it comes to putting all the text and detail and the cast and the rating and all, that's all him. He put that all there. The artwork, of course, probably was available at other places. He was able to collage them together. But as far as the text and everything that you see, that's pretty much him. So he put a lot of effort and put a lot of time and care into this, and I want to say thank you to him for sending me this stuff. This was really cool for him to do. He also sent me a Blu-ray for a movie I didn't have on Blu-ray, so I want to say thank you to him for that. Again, Sasha, aka The Sexy Monkey. I'll be leaving a link to his channel in the description below. But yeah, it would be the first part of this video, and then after that I'll get into the normal collection type stuff, things picked up from eBay, Walmart, Amazon, Best Buy, stuff like that. But to get into it, the first thing I gotta show, I don't have a Blu-ray for this movie or 4K or anything like that. This is meant to be for a Blu-ray. Do not have a Blu-ray for this, but I do want to show you guys this really cool art he did for Predator 2. This is a pretty cool sleeve. Awesome. The color palette is very close to the movie. And when I first got this out and looked at it, I thought what it was the classic poster of the Predator, just the color palette and everything. I didn't get a good chance to look at it and really be like, oh, it is very different. But I thought it was that classic poster of the Predator with the spy in his hand screaming on top of the building. But no, he actually went out there and made his own, utilizing some pictures and some art he's found. He able to kind of put together his own art there. It's gonna take a little bit for me to get used to having the camera on my phone, as the camera, technically speaking, the camera's way over here. So I'm not used to that, but I'm hoping it's picking it up very well. I also love how he put Danny Glover's name at the top, giving him top billing. Very, very cool. Don't have a Blu-ray for Predator 2. The Blu-ray I have is in a set, so it's not like an individual Blu-ray. But he sent me that just in case one day I do get a Blu-ray for that. This is very cool. Scream on Blu-ray. This is the Blu-ray he sent to me. Again, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get a good shot of these or not. I'm probably going to put some B-roll in here somewhere in some of this empty space so I can give you guys a better look at the artwork and everything, but I'll do what I can. And he did a great job on this. It's an 80s throwback artwork. Adds the banner, and I really love the outside banners he does for his custom sleeves. Very, very cool touch, and you're going to see that pop up later on as well. Of course, the inside. But I just really love how it's a throwback artwork. I could see something like this on a Friday the 13th poster or something, so that's pretty cool. He did that. So he actually sent that to me, gave that to me for free, so I appreciate him. Appreciate it that he sent me a Blu-ray of Scream. Then he also sent me, look at this wicked artwork for The Lost Boys. Now, this is a bit of an old Blu-ray, so it is kind of a tight fit, but it's not too bad. And then, of course, inside. Now, like I said, I won't be able to catch all the details of the lettering and everything. My camera will not work with me. But the fact that it looks really professional. Like the logos, the arrangement of everything, very professional job. Taglines, I mean, this is incredible. Of course, the Blu-ray, this is the old school one, so this Blu-ray had the theatrical poster. This might have been another theatrical poster, I'm not sure. Kind of gives me some Goodfellas vibes. I don't know why. Maybe Sasha will understand, but I know he's a big fan of Goodfellas. Kind of reminds me of that Goodfellas poster, but yeah, love this, dude. That's so sick. So awesome. And the back with all the vampires in the sky. Great color palette here, and good quality on the slips. These slip covers are very thick, very durable, and they fit perfectly. So there was one 4K in here that I have a slip for that was a bit tight, but other than that, the rest work, and they're perfect. So the 4K I have here, so this 4K, didn't mind the old artwork, but I tried to do my own custom job with it where it was really shitty. I cut the Blu-ray artwork out, and I tried to slip it into the in front of the 4K artwork and put the slip cover over that. It looked really bad. But Sasha hooked me up. This is awesome. The Shining 4K was able to give me this really cool slip cover. And again, like I said, I love that banner. Sasha, keep that. That's a good little touch that you give to these. That's pretty cool. The banner, the red banner, I love that. But yeah, definitely do that with your future releases, man. That really works. And here's the awesome inside. He spoiled me, man. He spoiled me. He gave me not only new art on the inside, but also custom art on the slip covers. That's so cool that he did that. And now the 4K is even better, because now it has awesome artwork. And that goes for all of these. This one too, I pointed out before, I wasn't a big fan of the original artwork for it, so he hooked me up and gave me some custom slip covers and sleeves for Doctor Strangelove. Pretty awesome. And on the back, Doctor Strangelove, or How I Love to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. Never seen it, but this artwork, this is the one that's a bit tight. So as you can tell, it took a bit longer to get it out, but not too bad. And then here's the inside artwork. I think I'm getting better at showing off this artwork now. Again, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show off the text or not. That's just my camera won't work with me with that. But yeah, so Doctor Strangelove, and really awesome. It's way better than the artwork that was on there originally. That old artwork just, it looked like they took a frame from the movie and just put the logo and that was it. Like, this is much better. Awesome job, Sasha, with that. Another one where the banner really helps and it really fits, and it's absolutely beautiful job here, Sasha. A Clockwork Orange 4K, as you can see, the orange banner, the orange color palette. Love that. Love the image on the back. And of course the inside is very cool. Shot from the movie and the logo. Excellent. Excellent. So yeah, really big shout out for that artwork for the Clockwork Orange 4K. Absolutely awesome. Again, none of these were disappointments. These are all amazing. And that one's definitely one of my favorites. He freaking nailed this one too, because I have, with all of these, the very common thing I had with them was I wasn't a big fan of the artwork, or that the artwork was just too plain, too simple. And Sasha hooked me up. He heard that and he went out and just customized them, made them 1,000 times better. And the Batman, he did amazing with the Batman. Again, that red banner, man, that red banner, amazing. And the inside with the black case, I mean, that just looks incredible. And yeah, very, very solid job from Sasha with this one too. So that one was excellent. And he sent me these a while ago, and they've been on the shelf for a minute. So if I happen to have forgotten to mention one of these in this video, Sasha, if you're watching, let me know in the comments below and I'll put that in a future video. I'm pretty sure this is all the artwork you sent me, but if I miss any, just let me know and I'll definitely mention it in the next video. Another one of my favorites. I'm so glad he did this because, once again, the old artwork was disappointing, but he hooked me up. The Exorcist 4K, he gave me some custom artwork, of course. Love that. I remember he was working on this. I was talking with him while he was working on this, and I was like, if you have time, I really want that, because this is so cool. And you don't see a lot of the red, usage of the red, whenever it comes to the artwork of The Exorcist. Usually it's this, which is classic, the classic poster. So it was cool that they did that. He was able to make this and give it the red collar, and just, man, beautiful. So yeah, big shout out to Sasha for those. Thank you so much, man. Like I said, his channel is down below in the description. The link is there. Go check him out. He does all kinds of updates on custom sleeves he's making, custom artwork, custom slip covers and all that. He's always making new ones, and he's constantly getting better and better and better, and constantly improving, and constantly making better artwork, and making editions look twice as better, you know. And it's just crazy to me that Sasha can do this incredible work and just working with what he has, and then there are companies out there that have millions of dollars and they just produce really generic stuff. So again, big shout out to Sasha for all that. But to get into the collection update video, I realized I didn't do an update video on these. Maybe there's a few in here that I mentioned before, but I didn't get a chance to do an update video for a while, and there is quite a bit here. First of all, I want to say, I don't know what the hell happened with Amazon or Arrow or whoever there is to blame for why Coffin Joe's set will not be popping up in this video. The Coffin Joe set was a Blu-ray set for this director named Coffin Joe, and he made a bunch of movies, and they released a really nice Blu-ray set of his films from Arrow. Arrow did. So it was in pre-order for a while. I didn't pre-order it until, you could say, maybe last minute. I ordered it a few days before it actually dropped. Pre-order it on Amazon, it was on discount, and something happened to where I didn't get my order. It got canceled, didn't get a response, don't know what happened. I'm assuming what happened was I ordered it too late, Amazon didn't get the memo, and so they told Amazon, hey, we ain't got any more. So they had to pretty much refund my money, which I don't even know if they refunded it or not, because I checked my bank and nothing popped up in there. So I'm not sure if I actually got refunded or what. I'm still looking into that, but yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. Arrow, if that's on Arrow, then why was there not more copies? There's no way that Coffin Joe sold out that fast unless there was very limited copies, like very limited, which if that's that low, then come on, man. But yeah, anyways, it's a shame I couldn't get that set. I had it pre-ordered, didn't arrive. I was looking forward to that set, but maybe one day down the road I can get it. Right now they're wanting $150 for that set, and I'm like, you know what? I know nothing about the director. I don't know anything about his movies. I don't know anything about any of the movies in that set. So I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna go on a blind buy for $150. That's a bit too steep for me. But yeah, to get into the collection video, we started with box sets that I picked up, some box sets. And of course, one that I've been wanting for a long time was the Toxic Avenger set. Now, I avoided it because when it first dropped, it was pretty expensive, and I was thinking to myself, like, well, if I wanted it on 4K, I would honestly just get the first movie on 4K. The rest, I'm not sure if I would pay over $100 for this, for just having one that I really want on 4K. But then I looked into it, the price dropped, got it for a steal. I think it was like 70 bucks. So it dropped way down, and I thought that was a good price. And you know what? I do like the sequels. For the most part, I like the sequels. So I bit the bullet, and I was like, you know what? Might as well get the definitive edition. And I love Toxic Avenger, so I went for it and got these movies on 4K. So it's a pretty cool little card in here. Just sort of a greeting from Lloyd Kaufman and what is this, Michael Hers is his name? What's his name? I think it's Michael Hers is his name. But yeah, that was pretty cool how they did that. And of course, you get, which I've warmed up to the artwork. I wasn't sure how to feel about the whole green toxic waste on the outside, but I've warmed up to it. You got Toxic Avenger. I love Toxic Avenger. It's amazing in every way. It's one of the best B movies out there. Arguably the best, but you know, it depends on your taste. But it's definitely, in my opinion, one of the top tier B movies out there. I love Toxic Avenger. And then we have, which when I watch it in this set, it'll be the first time I've seen this movie uncut, because for some reason, if you watch the sequels streaming, they were cut. You're watching the cut versions. You had to buy them to get the uncut versions. So this will be the first time I see the uncut version of Toxic Avenger Part 2, which I have a lot of fun with. I think it's a pretty decent sequel. Kind of a weird internal rivalry with Toxic Avenger, where 2 and 3 are kind of the cast aside ones, and then parts 1 and 4 are the real movies. These are kind of the side movies. These didn't happen. I'm like, Troma, you made the movies. So it was a rivalry, then, you know, you made these movies. So it's like, for that rivalry to exist is kind of bizarre. But yeah, I have fun with Part 2. These movies are definitely kind of offensive. So if you're watching them, watch with a grain of salt. It's Troma. You know, they're going to be doing a lot of edgy humor and pushing the limits. But it was a lot of fun. Toxic Avenger Part 2 I really enjoy, so that'll be pretty cool seeing that in 4K. I want to say this is the first time that any of these movies was on 4K. I mean, maybe the first one might have been on 4K, but the sequels, I doubt they were on 4K before. But then you got Part 3, The Last Temptation of Toxie. This one, I definitely, probably on the fence with everybody else. It's okay. Definitely the worst one in the series. There's a lot of problems with it, and there's just a lot of, you can tell they really didn't know where to take this movie, so they were like, "What? Who can he face? We'll get him to pretty much face the devil." So it's like they go very far with it in this movie, but Part 3 is still a lot of fun. You can tell they're kind of losing its steam by then. But then they waited a long time, and then we got Toxic Avenger Part 4, Citizen Toxie. Very, very, definitely not a PC movie. Pushing the limits is an understatement. One of the more offensive movies I've seen in a while. Didn't really offend me, but while I was watching it, I was definitely like, yeah, not a lot of people can watch this movie. This movie's pretty offensive, but you know, it's trying to be fun with it. But yeah, Toxic Avenger, got those movies on 4K finally. Luckily, it didn't sell out. I don't think Troma's stuff ever really sells out and goes out of stock, so this is pretty cool how I was able to get this quality box set. Very quality. Everything is embossed. I like the whole toxic waste outer stuff too, the green stuff. I dig it. Pretty cool. So we got Toxic Avenger in 4K. Picked up the Wreck Blu-ray set, which is so crazy to me they did a Wreck Blu-ray set. Because I don't know. I didn't think they'd ever do this, but that's pretty cool how they did, because I love the Wreck movies. We have Wreck 1, one of my favorite movies from the 2000s. Kind of brung it up a little bit in that 28 weeks later stream I did. But yeah, really enjoy Wreck 1. I'll have to watch Wreck 2 again, because I watched it a long time ago and I didn't finish it. I watched like 15 minutes of it. Didn't hate it or anything, but I'm pretty sure it was one of those things where started it, then I got busy and had to go do stuff, and so I had to turn the movie off. But Wreck 2, I remember it being a cool idea of the SWAT officers going into the building after everything's went down. That's a pretty cool idea. Seen this one on Netflix a long time ago. This movie came out in 2013, right? 2012? I remember when this dropped and thinking like, what the hell are they doing with the Wreck movies? We got Wreck 3, Genesis. Again, I barely remember. I seen this literally when it dropped on Netflix. And I remember it being a lot of fun. I remember the ending being pretty crazy. I remember it being more of an Evil Dead type of tone. So it's basically kind of Wreck meets Evil Dead. So it's really fun movie from what I remember. I didn't get a chance to see this one though. Wreck 4 Apocalypse. Didn't see this one. This will be the first time I watch it on Blu-ray. So I'm willing to give it a chance. The girl from the first movie comes back in this. It's the final chapter. It's on a boat. So I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, it's cool that Scream Factory is now going to the 2000s and giving these movies the treatment they deserve. And yeah, like Paranormal Activity, it's cool that they gave Wreck a box set. That's pretty neat. And it's a durable, thick box set too. Really good quality there. But yeah, there's the Wreck movies on 4K, or Blu-ray rather, not 4K. Then we're going to be getting over here. We're out of the box set, sort of part of the video. Now we're getting into the normal stuff. I picked up Tales from the Dark Side on 4K. One of those 4Ks where it was pretty expensive. 30 bucks. I usually don't go for $30 4Ks because I just don't really take that risk. But I was a big fan of Tales from the Dark Side, so to get it in high definition, the last time I watched this movie was a very, very, very low quality video on YouTube. Because it was sort of back before Tubi was out, and I watched it a long time ago. So the only way I could watch it, I didn't have like Hulu and HBO and all that. So the only way I could watch it was for free on YouTube. And it was a very bad, low quality video. So it'd be pretty cool getting to see this in high quality and 4K. So we'll see how it looks. So we got Tales from the Dark Side. Seen this one recently for the first time. And man, it just goes to show that David Cronenberg really doesn't mess up. David Cronenberg is always hitting the ball out of the park. And I watched The Dead Zone on 4K recently, and I love this movie. This movie really, really surprised me. I expected it to be good. Of course, starring Christopher Walken, and it's Cronenberg, so I was like, okay, this can't be bad. But it blew me away with how good it was. I absolutely loved this movie. This became instantly one of my favorite horror films out there, is The Dead Zone. I love this movie. It's a very, very good movie. Very cool poster, too. I love that title, The Dead Zone. Very cool. Then I also picked up I thought it was a 4K steelbook, but it's just a Blu-ray, which, you know, I don't mind. That's a Blu-ray steelbook of Bone Tomahawk. Now, this movie is very infamous. I've been hearing about it for many, many years now. And, yeah. Cheap steelbook. Not that much money at all. Walmart has them deals. So if you guys are looking for new Blu-rays, 4Ks, any of that, Walmart is the place to go. Best Buy, we'll see how much longer that lasts. It's supposed to be done, so we'll see. But for the replacement of Best Buy, Walmart's the place to go. They got some good deals on Steelbooks and 4Ks and stuff there. And then I found this in a $5 bin. And I have been looking for these movies for so long because seen the first one, seen the second one, didn't see the third one. And that is the Mariachi trilogy. The films of El Mariachi, Desperado, and Once Upon a Time in Mexico. $5 DVD. And it just goes to show that, check those $5 bins because they have some good deals. I haven't seen these in a very, very long time. Although I remember loving Desperado. Loved Desperado a lot. Great movie. El Mariachi I remember being okay. And I never got a chance to see Once Upon a Time in Mexico. But yeah, $5, couldn't pass that up. And it was cool because, like I said, I've been looking for these movies for a long time. So it was cool that I was finally able to find them. Picked up recently as well the newer, I think it's new, Dead Girl Blu-ray. And I've heard about this movie for a long time as well. The reputation of this movie is very much out there and well known. So I've always heard about it, but never got a chance to actually watch it. So this will be the first time that I see this movie. So got some reversible art in there. Pretty cool that they did a Blu-ray for it. Kind of a lower, not really like a lower tier movie or anything, but didn't get a lot of distribution. It would pop up on Netflix and Hulu and stuff sometimes, but cool they gave it a Blu-ray, special edition Blu-ray. It's pretty neat they did that. So yeah, it's by Unearthed Films, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, Dead Girl on Blu-ray. Found this for a steal because everywhere else I'm looking, it's like $26, $30, $32, $16 for the Swamp Thing 4K. Best Buy, of course, I don't know if they discounted it because of them going away with physical media, but $16 was a steal, and it was the last one they had, so I had to get Swamp Thing on 4K. I'm not super familiar with this company, MVD. Yeah, MVD. And it says MGM Studio Canal. Yeah, I'm not familiar with, obviously MGM I am, but Studio Canal, MVD, not too sure, but pretty cool they gave it a 4K nevertheless. You also get a Blu-ray, but you also get a poster in there, which is pretty much the same as the cover, the art of the cover art of the slipcover and the inside. Yeah, got it for $16. Hell of a deal. Last one they had, and it's in good condition. I say that because there's some other 4Ks in here that I got from Best Buy that were fucking in horrible condition. So yeah, I'll get to that when I can. I don't know if I'm going to be mentioning it in this video or if I mentioned it before, so if I didn't, we'll get it out of the way. I also have the Silence of the Lambs in 4K. That's one of those, examples where the case was torn pretty bad and looked really rough. But I got that for a pretty good deal too. So I wasn't able to find that. It's in there somewhere buried. I didn't want to get it out, and I must have forgot, so I just remembered. So I'm just letting you guys know. Silence of the Lambs 4K, also picked that up. This was very cool. I watched this immediately right after I got it because I'm a big fan of this movie, and it's just still so mind-boggling to me that we actually got this. This actually exists, that I'm actually holding this in my hands. And that is Redneck Zombies, baby. Redneck Zombies on Blu-ray. With the slipcover, everything is indented, at least the lettering and everything. Really nice slipcover. And then on the inside, you get the classic artwork, the poster. So neat that they actually did this. This company, who released this? I'm trying to see who released this. DeGeyser Video, however you say that. I know this is like a partnership label with Vinegar Syndrome, Because I thought Vinegar Syndrome's who released this, but it's a partnership label. Awesome that they did this. So awesome. They also released a VHS tape of this movie too. But yeah, very cool that they released this. The movie looked as good as it's ever gonna look. Has a ton of features. Has 2 different versions of the movie. They went all out for this. I'm a big fan of Redneck Zombies, so it was really cool seeing this. And rewatching it again with the gore, because I actually grew up with the cut version, so this was the first time I got to see the movie with its full potential. And the ending is fucking nuts. The farmhouse sequence, that was nuts. But also got the Freaks, which is more like a Todd Browning set, because you get Freaks, The Unknown, and The Mystic. So you get 3 movies in here. Now, I've never seen The Mystic or The Unknown, but I'm a big fan of Freaks. Freaks is one of my favorite movies of all time. And I'm a huge fan of it. And I mean, it looked fantastic. It's Criterion. I mean, Criterion will never let you down. It will always be amazing. I haven't ever personally watched a Criterion movie where it disappointed me with its quality and the restoration. That's never happened. So, yeah. They did a great job with this. The movie Freaks looked amazing. I will say the only thing that I thought was kind of bugging me was the sound. Now, I get it. They probably couldn't fix that at all. It's probably out of their hands. But the sound was a bit grainy and staticky. And I mean, I'll give them this. It was shot in the early 30s, or late 30s. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. You know, like I said, I can't really blame them too much, because maybe it's just something that they can't fix. But I did notice that, so I do want to point that out. There are times where the dialogue is so staticky that it was kind of hard to hear what they were saying, or it was kind of hard to understand it. That was the only thing I noticed. But I also picked up Eyes Without a Face, another movie that I've heard tons of things about. And of course, figure I get on Criterion. It's got Eyes Without a Face. Really loved this movie. Straw Dogs is the first time I've seen this movie, and it was the Criterion Blu-ray. I'm fine with this. I know they have it in 4K. It looked amazing in Blu-ray. Absolutely amazing. And yeah, Straw Dogs, fantastic movie. One of the best thrillers of all time. I mean, it was just, there's a point in the movie where the tension just builds and builds and builds, and it gets to a crescendo, and it just gets really crazy. That's a great movie, Straw Dogs. Also, I'm very happy they did this. They did a 4K Blu-ray combo pack of Stephen King's The Mist. I love this movie. I actually seen this movie in the theater way back in the day, and I've only owned a DVD of it, so it'll be a big jump up, because I've only had it on DVD. But it's really cool they did this. There's Blu-rays, 4Ks, and then there's also a black and white cut on Blu-ray and 4K. So I've never seen that before, so that's pretty cool they did that, a black and white cut of The Mist. So I got The Mist in 4K and Blu-ray. Is that it? Yeah, Blu-ray, 4K, and digital. They also had like a steelbook. I didn't get that version because I like this artwork better, so I didn't get the steelbook. This one was cool getting it for the price I got it for, because it was like 16 bucks. However, I will point out that this slipcover is very beat up. I don't even know if you guys can see it, but like right there, and it's just like all over it. It's all beaten up and scruffed up, and to get this back in there, like look at that. I can't even put the freaking slipcover back on without it catching, and I have to really kind of force it in there to freaking get that slipcover on that. But nevertheless, I did get Alligator in 4K. Really enjoy Alligator, so I wanted to get this movie in high definition for sure. And 16 bucks. That's that perfect range. $16 is perfect for a 4K. 20 bucks. Anything above that, okay, it's 30 bucks. I'm like, okay, it must be a great movie. Otherwise, I'm good, you know. So I got that on 4K. Of course, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Found it at Walmart for pretty cheap. Not a big fan of these slipcovers they do at Walmart, where it shows an item and then a quote. That's pretty lame. But the inside, don't mind it. One of my favorite movies of all time, probably my top 4 favorite movies of all time. So, of course, got that in 4K. And the last movie of the evening is the Criterion edition of Come and See. This is a war movie, clocks in at 142 minutes. So it's a bit of a long movie. I heard it's very dark, very brutal, very emotional. And I've been recommended this movie by like 5 people. And they've been like, no, we really recommend this movie. And I'm like, oh shit, I'll check it out. I love war movies. This... World War II? Yeah, World War II. So I love World War II movies. We'll see how this goes. Or it's pretty emotional. I mean, you can look at the front of this and already just tell it's going to be a ride. But yeah, so I got that on Blu-ray. That ain't 4K, is it? I think it's just Blu-ray. Yeah, it's Blu-ray. But yeah, that's the collection / custom artwork showcase video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate all your guys' support. And we'll see you guys on the next one. You guys have a good night. Take care. Explorer 4 is out. See ya. Peace.